Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Jeff Pirashad here. Big urethane news from the USBC today. The USBC banned urethane. Sort of. A little bit. So the USBC came out about an hour ago with new regulations on what bowling balls can be used at which types of tournaments. And the thing that's interesting about it is they don't ever actually say urethane in this kind of release that I'm reading on my phone right here. At least not in the parts where it has all the restrictions. They don't call them urethane balls. They say slow oil absorbing high performance balls. Because a lot of manufacturers are making balls that aren't urethane but are slow oil absorbing, and they needed to have restrictions instead of just calling it by a name. And people say, well, is this urethane? Is that urethane? Is that urethane? They don't want to do that. So the balls that are affected are called slow oil absorbing high performance balls. And how do you define slow? It defines them as slow oil absorbing high performance bowling balls with oil absorption times over 90 minutes. And now all this is going to be effective December 31st of this year. So basically, come New Year's, this all starts. So first thing, nothing changes until New Year's. Once 2026 hits, that's when this all happens. So the USBC, and they're all slow oil absorbing high performance, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to call them urethane. It's quicker. So I made this video as a guide for you so you can figure out really quickly if this will affect you or not, depending on the type of tournament that you're going to be bowling in, because that's what this says. It's not a complete ban of urethane everywhere. It's, you can use it here, you can't use it here, you can use it with some restrictions here. So let's go through them so that it's really easy for you people at home to figure out if you need to bring a urethane ball or not, and if you do, which one. We've got purple hammer here, got a black hammer here. As you know, the difference between these two is these black pearl hammers are 78D, 78 hardness. The D stands for durometer, I believe. So the purple hammers are 72 or 73 or something to that effect. So the purple hammers are a lot softer. They grab the lane more, they hook earlier, they do more, they're more dynamic. The black pearl hammers are 78D. They're not going to fall under the 72 or the 73 for some time, we hope. So here we go. First rule, urethane completely banned at these events. The US Open, the USBC Masters, the entire PWBA Tour, the women's tour, not the PBA, we'll talk about them later. The PWBA Tour, no urethane ever. The U22 Masters and Queens, so for you kids out there. The USBC Intercollegiate Team and Singles Championships, so nationals. We'll get to sectionals and everything else in a second. Nationals, no urethane. Not this one, not this one. The USA Bowling National Championships. And that's it. That's the list. If you're bowling in one of those events, you cannot bring a urethane ball. If you do, it won't be allowed to be used. And if you throw it, you're probably going to end up getting disqualified. Don't do it. No urethane at those events. Now, next category. You can use urethane, but only 78D. No purple hammers, only black pearl hammers. If you use a different company's urethane, check to see with them which ones are there 78Ds and which ones aren't. 78D only. The USBC Open Championships. So USBC Nationals, the Baton Rouge. Last year was in Vegas. Next year is in Reno. That tournament probably affects a lot of you who are watching this video. Whereas the first category, probably nobody or very few of you were going to be impacted by that. This one is going to affect a lot of you. If you're going to bowl USBC Nationals, the USBC Open Championships, you cannot bring a purple hammer. You cannot bring a urethane ball unless it's 78D. So the black pearl hammers, the 78Ds are okay. The purples aren't. The USBC Women's Championship, so Women's Nationals, same thing. No purple hammers allowed. Only black pearl hammers. Only 78Ds. Again, if you use different companies' urethane ball, check with them to see which ones you're allowed to use and not. The Bowler's Journal. Bowler's Journal Championships. So if you go bowl the USBC Championships in Baton Rouge this year, it was at the other bowling center. At the Bowler's Journal, the same rule applies. Only 78D. So what does that mean? Don't bring a purple hammer at all to Reno next year. Don't do it. You can't use it in the USBC Open Championships and the Bowler's Journal. Now, whether that applies to the 40 frame game and all that stuff and the BTM, we'll get to that in a second. So hold on. Let's keep going down the list. For all you seniors out there like me, the USBC Senior Masters, the USBC Super Senior Classic, the USBC Senior Queens, 78D only. No more purple hammers at those events. No more old urethanes. However old they are, you're not going to be able to throw them. Black UDOTs, no, all gone. So it's not just purple hammers and pitch blacks and, other things like that. We're talking black UDOTs, rhinos, balls from the 1980s, anything between now and then. Basically, you're going to want to use a 78D urethane that was probably released within the last year. Go to your local pro shop, say, hey, I'm going to bowl nationals. I'm going to bowl the USBC Senior Masters. I need a 78D urethane. What do you recommend for me? I recommend this one, the Black Hammer. But anyway, the only other tournament on that list is the Youth Open Championships. I don't even know what that is. I'm not affected by it. I wish I was, believe me. But if you're a youth out there and you're going to bowl the Youth Open Championships, whatever that is, you cannot bring a purple hammer. You have to bring a 78D. Okay, now, third category. This is one tournament. It's restricted use. So we already mentioned the U22 Masters and Queens. We didn't talk about Junior Gold. So here's the rule for Junior Gold. At Junior Gold, you can only use a 78D. You can't use purple hammer, pitch black, anything like that. But you can only use them in qualifying. Once you get to match play, banned completely. Okay? So, that's why I made this video, guys. You got it. This is a lot to keep track of. So if you kids out there are going to bowl Junior Gold, I'm going to read it exactly what it says. Junior Gold Championships. 78D slow oil absorbing high performance balls will be allowed for qualifying only. Beginning with match play and through the finals, no slow absorbing high performance balls, regardless of hardness, will be allowed. So you can use your 78D in qualifying. Once you get to match play, or however the format is, after qualifying, banned completely. Put it in the car. Bring it with you for qualifying. After qualifying's over, if you make the cut, throw it in the car. You're not going to be able to use it anymore. Okay. Now, last category, no change. No change is basically everything else, but I'll read the list. Team USA trials, no change. You can still use whatever you want. USBC collegiate, sectional, and regular season USBC collegiate events. So completely banned in college and nationals, but you can use whatever you want at sectionals. You can use whatever you want during the regular season. Next, Junior Gold qualifiers. Your local Junior Gold qualifiers, in your local events, local centers, no change. Use whatever you want. USA Bowling Regionals, the USBC Senior Championships, the USBC Youth Scratch Championships, the 40 frame game. If you got to nationals, you can use whatever you want at the 40 frame game. So you can bring a purple hammer to nationals, but you can only use it at the 40 frame game. You can't use it at the Bowler's Journal, and you certainly can't use it at the main event. And the Survivor Tournament, whatever that is, I don't even know. Okay, so that's the list. If you need to run this video back and go through the categories again, go ahead and do that. So there's one other thing we haven't talked about, one other kind of tournament that affects some of you, but not all of you, and that's the PBA. What's the PBA going to do? The PBA released, they sent out an email about 20 minutes ago, And the email says, we ain't changing nothing. So whatever the rule was this year, 70 AD only. That's the rule. They're not banning complete ban on anything, but you still can't use purple hammers in the PBA. So what that means is for the PBA season, it's the PBA only, not PWBA. PWBA banned. For the PBA season only, you can only still use 78Ds except for the US Open and the Masters, were banned. So that's the list. And those are the new urethane rules. If you want, you can go to our Facebook page, Jeff Teaches Bowling on Facebook. I have a link from my personal page where I posted the link to USBC's actual article about this, the release. Obviously, you can just go to bowl.com and check it out there if you want. But if you have any questions, you need clarification, you're not sure, does my event, does this event, does that event, can I use it here, can I use it there? Just go ahead and ask me in the comments. I'm happy to clear it up for you. I hope this video was helpful. I'm not going to get into whether this was good or whether this was bad. Make up your own minds, like who cares? It doesn't, if it's good, is it bad, is it this, that? Just, these are the rules, follow the damn rules. You think the rules are stupid? Doesn't matter. You guys still got to follow the rules. You think the rules are great? Doesn't matter. Still got to follow the rules. I'll leave all that for Facebook comments and all that chaos. So these are the rules. If you have any questions, let me know. We've got some other videos coming. Sorry, I haven't been around for the last couple of months. No ball reviews the last couple of months because I bowled the senior tour this year and I hurt my elbow, but it's finally getting better. I'm going to throw some balls and we're going to see how it goes. So hopefully some ball reviews coming soon, some other things coming soon. But for now, we're talking urethane. All right. See you later, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up the video. Thanks. Bye.